Don't tell me how to think. Don't tell me how to talk. Don't lay your trip on me, 'cause you don't walk my walk.
Okay, now this next product here is primarily for people that have either propane or natural gas appliances. A lot of homes have natural gas appliances. Off-gridders and other people, homesteaders, we may be using propane appliances. Basically, those are combustible gases. And the problem with both propane and natural gas is they are heavier than air, so they will settle down and they don't have any smell. You're not going to notice that they're there. And then they will build up maybe in a place like a crawl space or in a basement. And once the spark sets them off, they can blow up an entire house. And this does happen, unfortunately, quite often. Now, if you have your stuff professionally installed or you did it yourself, you still probably want to have one of these just to test your appliances. Basically, this is made by Toptes, and it has both a high and low sensitivity on it. Now, turn on the light here. It has a 30-second countdown, and what that is calibrating this unit. And you can see this nozzle right here. This is where you're going to put it. You can put this to test your burners on your stove. You can test your furnace. You can go around all the different connections on your pipes for your propane or natural gas appliances and test those. That's what I did here in my cabin, and I'm going to show you here how sensitive this is, because this is a really sensitive unit, and I really like that. Because it will pick up even the smallest amount of propane. It's going to pick up and sense if there's a problem. Okay, now it beeped. You heard it beep. That's to tell me it's calibrated. So now we'll go over and I'll test this on my propane stove to show you how it works. Okay, so this is my propane stove. And this stove is really old. This came out of a 1964 RV that I transferred it into my cabin. And I always get concerned with older appliances. Okay, a lot of older RV appliances and things like that. Over time, things can get shook loose. It's shook loose, the seals may start to break down, and so you could have leaks. So it's a good idea to test them, but I would even test new appliances anymore. Alright, so what it's done, I've already calibrated this because it beeps, so it's ready to go. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on my burner here, just a very slight amount to release just a little bit of propane. And there it went off. We'll turn the propane off. And there it went off, okay? And that was just a very small amount of propane. Now you notice that as soon as I moved it away from the propane source, it stops detecting it because it's not detecting any propane out of the nozzle here. But I've turned the stove off now, but there's still going to be a little bit of residual propane there, so I'll show you how sensitive this is. We'll put it back in there. And there, it's still sensing, even though the stove is off, it's still sensing a small amount, very small amount of residual propane in the burner. We'll do it one more time. And it is still sensing a residual amount. Now that is going to dissipate. If I was to blow on it, all that propane would just go away into the air here. But this also works on natural gas appliances and propane appliances. So let's go talk about that. Okay, so this is again made by Toptes, T-O-P-T-E-S. They do send it. It comes with a really nice case. They do include the AAA batteries. Make sure you get the batteries in the correct way. I put mine in backwards the first time. Couldn't figure out why it worked. It does have a 30-second calibration. You just push the button, hold it. It will calibrate and then beep and tell you that it's ready to be used. Then I would use this on all of your propane and natural gas appliances. Okay? I would go around all the pipes, while it's working and when it's not working, doesn't matter. And your burners on your gas ranges and things like that. The oven, I would test those. You people that have RVs and campers that have propane appliances in it, this would be a dang handy gadget. And once you're done testing everything around your house, take it over to your kids' houses and test their appliances. Test your friends' appliances. Test if you have renters or something like that. Test all the appliances in your rental units. Because the last thing you want to have is a leak of propane or natural gas that could cause a serious accident, cost somebody their lives. All right, very excellent product. I'm very happy with this. It has very high sensitivity, so it's going to pick up on even small amounts of leaks. So this is something that I think anyone who works with those appliances or has those appliances should probably have, and I would keep this in your toolbox.